Welcome back to the unanimated series about Godzilla, the animated series. Episode 9, Hive. 9 Hive. Hive 9. We're on an island with a volcano. We have these three guys that are climbing up a mountainside. They are thieves. The idea here is that there was a hotel on the island and the volcano erupted, so everyone had to evacuate. These men are here to try to steal whatever was left behind in the hotel because it was an emergency evacuation. There was no time for them to get their stuff. So they get closer to the hotel and vines just attack them. They're attacked by vines. The plants are alive. They start grabbing them and trying to get them. They break free and start running down the side of the mountain. And now Heat is on a raft boat thing pulling up to the island because those three guys called them. On the way there, the raft is capsized, flipped over by an underwater geyser. They were pretty close to the shore, so they could just walk the rest of the way, basically. Once they're on the beach, Elsie makes note that the island was a nuclear testing facility in the 50s before they decided to change it into a resort, which seems like a strange choice. So Randy and Nick decide they're going to stay behind and fix the boat so they can use it to leave when they need to. Craven, Elsie, and Monique go into the jungle to investigate the killer plants, the alive attacking plants. Nigel's there too. Elsie decides she's going to stay back for a while and study some of the plants that are around them immediately, and Monique and Craven start heading toward the hotel. So they've split up after splitting up. One could assume things are going to start happening. Back on the beach, Randy looks up from fixing the boat raft, whatever, and he sees that the volcano is starting to have some activity. Nick picks up his walkie-talkie phone thing, and he calls Elsie and he says, "Hey, the volcano's starting to do stuff, we gotta leave." She says no because she's studying plants. And right after she says that, you can see the plants starting to move in on her from behind. So that's,
I can't hear you, Nikki.
In the meantime, Monique and Craven find the hotel. Craven sends Nigel, just a little bit ahead of them to kind of, I guess, danger check. Is there a word for that? Scout. And the plants attack them. Now Randy and Nick have entered the jungle to look for their friends, and they get attacked by plants. Enter Godzilla. He gets attacked by plants, and he gets tied to the ground. They tie him down, they wrap him up and tie him to the ground. Back to Monique and Craven, they've ran into the hotel now trying to get away from the plants, and they find giant bees. So there's all types of things going wrong. The bees attack, they're running from the bees now. Monique gets sent flying down some stairs. She breaks her ankle, and now they're continuing to try to escape the bees, and they crawl into a vent. Back in the jungle, Nick has built a laser thing to cut the vines and free Godzilla. As soon as he does that, a bee comes and takes Randy away. It's just going great. Nick goes further into the jungle. He finds Elsie tied to a tree, basically, and he cuts her down. They start making their way to the hotel. They run into the bees. The plants are chasing them. Everything is everything. While that's going on, Craven and Monique find Randy and Nigel. Randy's in a honeycomb thing, and Nigel's just off to the side somewhere. They go to their respective partners to release them. And the queen bee starts coming up from inside the hive. All of a sudden, Craven snaps into action. He grabs a hose. He starts spraying down all the bees that are flying around them and telling everybody to get away. He hands Randy the hose and tells him to fend off the bees while he does something with Nigel. Turns Nigel into a big giant smoke machine. If you didn't know, smoke puts bees to sleep for whatever reason. The bees pick up on it. They destroy Nigel again. Godzilla busts through the door and grabs the queen and slams her to the... And I thought she was dead. She wasn't dead. He comes around, I guess, to finish the job. The other bees are there, trying to defend her. This is a real kaiju battle now. While all of that's happening, over there, the volcano starts erupting. So the landscape is changing. There's cracks coming on the ground, whatever. Godzilla and the queen fall into one of the cracks. They're still fighting. The rest of the team is escaping the island. Underground Godzilla versus bee fight is just happening. It's serious. They really just don't like each other. In the last minute, I guess the queen comes to the realization that she needs to get out of there. She tries to fly down a cavern to get somewhere. Godzilla shoots and blasts a bunch of stuff, and she gets, I guess, crushed by rocks or knocked down into the lava. We don't see what happens exactly, but it's over. The team gets off the island. They get to the boat. They're sailing away, whatever. I don't know. Would you call it sailing? They are rafting away, and Godzilla just pops out of the water, lets everyone know he's not dead. Action-packed. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time for episode 10. Like, comment, share, subscribe, please, and thank you. You have a great day. Have a great one. Bye, bye, bye.